What's happening, folks, and welcome to another episode of Marching to Glory with Leeds United. If you're excited, hit the like button down below and subscribe for keep update for all the daily content on the channel. Down below, the other channels, the FIFA and Let's Play channels as well. Go check those out as well. So today we are going to be looking at the season, how it's going, try and work out where we're going wrong. We just seem to be stuck in a limbo of couple of wins, then bad run of form. Couple of wins, then bad run of form. So we're going to try and work out what's going on here. And look at some possible transfers that I'm looking to do in the January transfer window. One already happened, and another that I'm looking at. Not confirmed I'm going to do it yet, but I'm looking at doing it. So, how is the season going? Now, you look at this, and you're thinking, oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, but I want to be higher than this. I'm sick of being in this area. I feel we're so close to getting this team pushing for Europe. But I don't know why we can't seem to kick on to the next level. We're not in a relegation battle. We are literally, 10 points clear, 12 points clear of relegation. And you look at the form of everybody else, I can't see them catching us. I think, once again, it will be a case of we're just, better than them. Watford are down. That's just nailed on. Then they're not staying up. I don't care if they somehow get any kind of form back. They're just not going to recover from 15 defeats in the first 20. That's not going to happen. Reading and Samson, yeah, of course they're up there. But you've got, are these teams below us, especially like from Newcastle down to Reading, are they going to flip a switch and get their form to be much better than ours? You'd say unlikely. But bear in mind, I'm managing this team, so it could happen. We are a mid-table team at best, I would say. But I feel like we can get to the top half if we can just work out what's going on. So, transfers that we're looking at doing. Obviously, Paris Kogil is going out on loan. Almost selling him. It's a loan deal. He's going out on loan. So that's one deal done. We're looking at this dude, a defender, and defensive midfielder. But I'm going to probably play him as a centre back. It's a deal that ticks a lot of boxes. We look at the literal pros and cons. 1 second, folks. Sorry, guys, I had to sneeze there. I didn't want to do it I just didn't want to try and wish you a video. So, as you can see, a lot of plus side to this guy working Esquivel. I pronounce it. Can play two positions which you know how I like. Consistent performer, fluent in language, enjoys with big matches, bravery, anticipate situations well. Ticks a lot of boxes, right, for a centre back. Obviously, agent would find a high fee. I get that. Agents are going to do that. Or at least a lot of agents will do that. And then you're looking at, obviously, secondary group, but that would work. You can play DM as well. We don't really play a DM right now, but it's nice to know that option is there if needed to. He's got decent defensive stats, and he's better than Cresswell, who's been sold. And you look at the key centre back attributes, he ticks a lot of boxes. The position is good concentration, good anticipation, heading's not bad. Low jumping reach, good stamina, good pace, passing and marking and tackling not terrible either. So he's not terrible, and I just feel like we need to get just better centre backs into the club. And with the limited funds we have compared to other clubs in the league, I don't think it's a bad option to bring in. And I think even if you don't say, oh, he's probably not elite centre back quality, he's got to be better. I mean, let's compare him right now to, where is he? Where's the space? There he is. There's so much green on there. It's like being in a forest. The only thing that is different is the only thing that he dominates in is dribbling, but I'm not myself about dribbling that much, so I'm not bothered. Aggression, barely anything. Technique, barely anything. Strength, 16, fair enough. That's an issue. And also jumping reach. But they just, across the board, he dominates in most areas, if not all of them. And in mental stats as well, he dominates that as well. So he looks like I think it's a really nice pickup if we can get him. I've agreed a fee with them for £2.9 million straight cash. There is interest in him from other clubs, specifically Brentford. But I feel like I got in there early. I think he want to sign for us. There is a contract situation as well for next year, but I thought I'd try and get him in now for a cheap fee. We did sell some players in the January window, £50 million to spend, so we've got a bit of manoeuvrability here to buy in the market. Obviously, that balance is very low, and the current debt is not that bad. I want to see what happens with Leeds United with the ownership, because ownership of the club. I've always said in my YouTube career, I say career, on my YouTube journey, I would love to do a save where naturally I get taken over by a tycoon, because that would be a really fun narrative in the story. And obviously there is ways of doing this artificially by forcing a takeover, forcing a manager to leave, but I don't want to do that on this, at least not on a YouTube save. Private saves, I do what the hell I want, because I'm never going to broadcast it. I just have fun. I don't know. I've got United save right now myself, where I've told the club, I've made the club owners want to sell. That's actually realistic because they're going to sell the club anyway. So, I would never do it in a YouTube save, obviously, but I'd love to see if we can get, if it happened in a save at one point, it'd be fantastic. Brilliant. So, yeah, I think this guy is worth a punt on. I think we can do a lot worse than that. So, Firpo's leaving the club. He's leaving because he wants to get first team football. He's just mostly, not first team football, he's getting first team football here. It's more, he just wants to consider his options, and I'm like, I'm not having this. Get rid. And we've got a young striker, Niksa Besic, who's coming in. I'm not certain if I did what I did with this deal. I'm pretty sure I agreed to loan back. I'm pretty sure I did. We'll see when that happens. I think it's not on there yet. I'm pretty sure I agreed a deal for him to be loaned back to the club he's at, because I thought we need to strike it in right now. But we'll see. I'm pretty sure I did do that. He's got 6 goals, 3 goals and 6 appearances so far. So he's scoring goals in that division. We've got a lot of young talent coming through. It's just a matter, I want to get a stable mid-table side where we're basically avoiding this situation where we get 10th here, then we drop off like 14th, 15th. I want to stay on this area, be more consistent. And once we find out what's happening with that, we'll get there. But I think we're doing better than I thought I would. I thought I'd be sacked at this point, honestly, when I started this save. I thought we'd just have a calamitous start to the save and then that'd be it. We're doing actually all right. And maybe it's just, I've just got high ambitions to get this, to do a save like this where I build team up to build team up this level, from this level, lower Premier League side to the top. And I'm frustrated I'm not doing it yet. And maybe that's what's causing the problems. The other option was the Newcastle United save, was doing. I just don't want to do Newcastle United save because I just think I think we get to a point where it gets too easy. Potentially, with the money that they have, they're saying that they have 50 in the table. So all that money we have, I just feel like I get even more frustrated if it don't work out for us. But anyway, I think we're doing well. I just want to know why this keeps happening. We have a really good start to the season here. We get 3 wins in a row, and since then, woof. No back-to-back wins in the league. I would say though, this period here was really enjoyable because the only one game, every game we did win. We did win arguably to a point. It's 2-1, but it was a false scoreline. I think we're a better team. Just didn't take our chances to finish them off. And then obviously United and Liverpool, you take those results where if you can get them. Should have been Liverpool at Anfield. Leicester, we were a better team, so we made changes. Fulham outplay, Newcastle United better team, and then these two just didn't turn up in them. It's just they can't get the consistency level right, and that's when we just sort of sort out what it is, because they can do it. You can see they can do it. Look, these results here, but why can't they do it consistently? Why can they not do it consistently? Again, the bigger team says ignore them. It's like your Man Cities. Ignore these fixtures. Essentially, ignore these fixtures here. Ones I'm highlighting because these are the games that we should realistically be losing. That's basically getting it. These results: West Ham United, Brentford, Norwich, Fulham, Everton, Brighton. We've got to start finding a way of winning these games. I don't know what it is about the team that's doing that. So, tactic-wise, I keep umming and ahhing what to do. I want to keep the ball, so I've gone to a short passing system. I've gone with short passing, higher tempo to keep the ball moving quickly. I'm gonna probably go for a positive mentality. The problem I'm having with this team, and it's a problem that's been having from day one, is when I go with shorter passing, they take the piss and just stand with the ball rather than, you know what, you saw it in the last game, Tyrone against the ball. I'm saying to him, mate, you're going to lose it, get rid. And he stands there with it and loses the ball. But that's the we want to keep the ball. But in that situation, just launch it and get rid of it. Reset and rebuild. Don't just stand there, get overturned, and then we're screwed. The flip side, when I go to a more direct style of play, all we end up doing most of the time is lumping balls over the top to nobody, and we don't have a pacey striker to do that with. So if you want to negate the passing issue from the back out, this guy is not the quickest player on the planet, but also we just aimless balls and we just give the ball away. Now, Cristaldo, you'd think, would be okay at doing that. 3 goals, 6 assists. He's been brilliant this season, but I can't get the balance right. Now, is there a possibility we go with slightly shorter, and maybe that will do it because more direct? I think like maybe slightly shorter and higher tempo. So we're kind of getting the mixture of the two. It's something I'm not quite sure about. And also, when we play a high line, we seem to just struggle with like no one chucking runs in behind. When we play deeper, we just invite pressure and we can't hold out. So I just don't know what it is about this team. I can't find the balance right. 1 minute you think on something here, next minute we're not. This goalkeeper is frustrating the hell out of me. I think he's a really poor goalkeeper. I don't think he's good enough. But then again, like we said with the team, if we can get a team that's dominating the ball better, controlling games better, this may not be as bad. If he's facing 15 shots a game that are good opportunities, he's going to concede them because he's not the best keeper on the planet, but he needs a bit of help. So it is an interesting situation that we're in. Now, I don't want to change formation because I never get this to work. I've never in my history of my Football Manager life got this to work. There is a tactic that I've got, which I've got from Man United say, but the reason why that tactic I'm not going to bring it over is simply because I feel like that tactic works because it's got the added bonus of better players at Man United that I can bring in. I'm not sure it's a game-breaking tactic. Now, I'm not going to download one either because don't get me wrong, guys. If you want to download a tactic, go ahead. I don't think there's any problem with doing that. But for a YouTube series, I feel like it's not a good idea because it's like, well, I'm just letting someone else do the work for me. I'm clicking the buttons and going for it. Obviously, I have to do the signings to fit the tactic and all the rest of it. But I just don't want to do that because I don't learn anything from doing that. I don't learn anything. I'd rather say, this is my tactics that I just stumbled across. Or, hang on, we rephrase this. I want this to happen one of two ways. One, I build a tactic for working things out and tweaking things. I mean, that okay, this makes sense if I do this. Or I just stumble on something that works. Like I just try something, it works perfectly. It's not down to if it exploits a glitch, it's not because I've done that. It's because it just happened to come across that's OP this year. So I've got it as a backup option, but this is where I want to play. I've got players signed with this role with this in mind. So negative sides are opposition final third injuries, lost possession, opposition touches, shots to conversion, weak influence, long range shots. So you can see the problem, but we do regain possession quite well, and goals scored in 6 yard box. So it's difficult. I know how I want them to play. I just can't get them to do it consistently. And we've got a good team here. It's not a terrible team. I think you bring out, Schluck is okay. But again, with him, there's somebody that I can see myself moving on, potentially. But Cresswell's done. He's gone. He's absolutely useless. I just don't want to play him. Half the reason why these fans get less than full fitness is because this brat is the backup is one of the backups. I don't want to play him. So getting rid of him and bringing in the guy we showed earlier, I think is already a massive upgrade, in my opinion. At least an upgrade in general. So yeah, Hendrick obviously signing permanently soon, of course, as well. So if you've got any thoughts, guys, on this tactic, obviously, like I said, I don't want you to like just start again, but like maybe just tweak this, do that. The reason why this isn't working is because of this reason. Because it may be something I've thought about, but I'm not sure. So you can give me your thoughts, guys, in the comment section. obviously I can't guarantee because this is a daily series. I can make tweaks straight away, but I think these tweaks I made now will hopefully make a difference. I hope that's the big thing. In terms of like other players like Arsene Bakarian, he's all right. I want to renew his contract because he's got this in there. I don't like this being in my contracts this low. I want to get it out, but the reason I'm not renewing it is because when I go for the renewal, he wants over 200 grand a week, and right now, look at his performance level, he ain't earning that at all. So it is what it is. To be honest, in terms of development, we've got a lot of good young talent coming through here. We've got a really good striker, Paul Love, who I think I'm going to loan out right now on screen. I'm going to load him out. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold. He's got to be a regular starter. He's got to be a striker. And don't care about the role so much. And you are, he's not on much wage, is he? So you can pay his wages as well, and we'll see what offers we get for that. Because he's not going to start for me. Is he? He's not, let's be honest, he's not going to start. So here's a negotiation now for the defender. Important player, yeah, he'll probably start a lot of games. $40 grand a week, get that out of there. Let's just reduce this a little bit. Like 35k, will he accept that? Nope, thought not. Will he accept 40k? Ooh. 42. There we go. I think if I didn't agree anything on that one, they would have probably have walked away from the contract, from the talks. Rocker bid. If you think I'm accepting that for it, you are deluded. So yeah, Love got offers it. Now he says a League 2 player. So I'm gonna loan to a League 2 club just because I feel like that's the level that they recommend he is. I don't know actually. He wants to go to Peterborough apparently. So I'm gonna reject the League 2 clubs actually, because I'm gonna go for League 1 at higher standard and just I always make him make the decision. Peterborough won't be bad. Where Peterborough in the Championship? The bottom of the table in Championship, or second from bottom. But I feel like bloody man, he's not gonna be in the first team anytime soon, is it? Let's be honest. He's not gonna be in the first team anytime soon. But there's a lot of potential in this guy. Now I don't know what his potential is because obviously he's not a starter tomorrow's episode, so I can't work that out. But he can play all three of the main roles that we would play in this team. So I think his technique's really good. And what's his weaker foot? His strong foot is left. What's his weaker foot like? He's very one-footed. He's a striker. Stop going on a little bit. But yeah, not terrible. And I think this guy could be a really good gem for us. I mean, the Paul Love, jokes could be endless. Look at the valuation of him as well. I think we've got someone really good here who could be really, really promising. Hence the description, promising striker. I'm not sure. I mean, he's got good technique, so you could argue. Trying to see if there's a. I'm trying to see if we can get a trait on him. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm saying play shots is because of that finishing, because of that technique. Like, Apollo's not great, but he's only 17. Australian as well, which is interesting. I think that technique, just to try and place his shot into the corner, that pace is insane, by the way. This guy could be really, really good. And I think the two strikers I'm eyeing up going forward are this guy that you suggested from my friend, and also somebody else, and also Paul Love as well. So that's tactic I'm currently working with. The only role that I'm happy with in midfield is the Castaldo role. Everybody else, I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure what to play Castaldo as. The good news is you can play in a variety of different roles. You look at his stats, they recommend he's the best as a Mazzala. Which box to box, he's not terrible at that either. But I just feel like if I'm going to play this formation, the better thing to do would be to have a ball midfielder in here. Unless we're going for high position football, which I want to do. So you give me your thoughts, guys, in the comment section on this. Any ideas, any tweaks? Think, yeah, your tactic's right. Just keep working at it. Players will get better. Sign better players. Working it long term. If that's the case, then brilliant. I'm happy with that. If it's something here that's glaring obvious, like I think it's unlucky, or do tweak this, put these on, whatever, so they're stopping that issue. Big issue I've got is these wing backs dominating the game at the moment. AI, you can't man mark them, because if you man mark them, especially when you get a corner kick, if your fullback is here, where the centre midfielder is, and then you get the winger for the other team is in the penalty area, and then they say their cam is contacting with the ball, instead of your right back or whoever it is here coming across and trying to get the ball, they would run past the guy and go for the guy in the man they're marking, which is why I keep saying about the game intelligence. Game intelligence needs to be looked at. They would not just run past the ball to go for somebody else, but they do it for a manager because I don't know why they do it, but they do it. I've seen it so many times, and it needs to be addressed because, yes, I get we're marking the ball, we're marking him, but he's not got the ball in that situation. In that situation where they're counter-attacking with somebody else, and you're next to him, get that ball rather than run past him and get the ball. All they do then is go, oh, around here we go. So that's why I'm reluctant to do man marking, because I don't trust it in a key situation. So until they fix that, or there's a way of getting around it, I don't know. So that's why I know it'll fix the problem, because it'll get them nearer to them for the mark on the side for defensive purposes, but it messes up transition play because they just ignore in certain situations it can ruin your tactic, and it needs to be addressed. That situation, you put man marking on, just try it. Obviously not in a game where you need to win. Watch it. From a corner kick, you'll see them do it. You'll see them run past the guy on the ball to go get the man marking guy who's on the pitch. And that is not what you want. I want to mark them when they're in general play, and it makes sense to do it, but not all the time when the best thing to do is try and get the ball if the guy is currently there. But it seems too rigid to do that on FM. It's been like that for 2 years now, and it's pretty poor, really. But anyway, once again, the wingers are trash. They can't score goals to save their life. Trossard has been a real disappointment. I don't know what's up with them. I want to get more staff in to try and improve, but they just don't seem to want to let me do it to a level that I want to. Actually, saying that, I've actually been allowed me to do it. Oh, they have. Oh. So I get more coaching, which is cool, but I need more better coaches, and I think that will help out massively. But yeah, that's basically it for today's episode, guys. Like I said, not over long as episodes. This is a daily series now. The problem with that theory is I always put a caveat in there and say it's daily series where possible, because I do feel like having one FM Let's Play at a time is better for me because I can focus on it more. The event series will still be there. What I may do is, if I get ahead of recording, record a few and bring it back every so often. But I think one Let's Play at a time is better. It allows you to focus on it more. And obviously I have my own private say, but that's just, I'm not even forgetting too much about it when I'm playing it, if it makes sense. But obviously work will dictate things. Randomly, I can get a phone call in the morning saying, "Can you work today?" which will mess up the recordings. So the best thing to do is follow me on Twitter. And if I have if anything like that happens, I'll post it saying, "Been calling to work today. I was planning to record this, that, and that. Can't do it now because of this. I do apologize for your delays in content." Yeah. But when I have days off, I will try and batch record those. So the good thing is about the series that I'm doing on my channels is the Let's Play channel is dead easy because I can batch record that in the night. There's like 2-4 episodes in a day, dead easy. FIFA's the same. Get on it and play it. It's this save. It takes a long time to do. But if I can batch record FIFA and batch record the Let's Plays a lot, that's the greatest now, because I can just, because obviously when I do the videos, I like how much care I put in the videos now. actors are doing all the games off camera. I like that. I like that feature. It's really, really fun. So it just allows you to see the game in real time. It'd be a surprise for you as well. Also, if I do decide to go to key highlights, you see highlights from other games as well. So yeah, it's one of those things. But we'll get there, guys. If you with your guys' help. So yeah, back tomorrow, guys. All being well with more episodes. But if you enjoyed this episode, I hope you have. Hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you're new as well. And I'll catch you all next episode. Hopefully I don't get a cold now coming up. That'd be great. And Stars Tomorrow videos are coming. It's just been a pain in the backside to get a play to develop right. But I'm working on it. So yeah, thanks for watching, folks. See you next time. Bye-bye.